Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to a new little series of videos. I am so excited. I have great news. So I have moved out and moved into a new apartment, and I have a new studio which is coming up together very slowly. So I will continue doing my videos perhaps after the summer. We'll see. But this month of July, I am going to be a guest in Marly's design team, which I'm really excited. I have to show you what she made. And this is the postmarked digitals that she has. And when I saw this, I was like, I have to do something with this. So I'm going to put on hold my current entomology and insect folders and mineralogy and all that stuff. It's just going to be on hold for a little while, just until I make something out of these, because they're so beautiful. So here is everything that I printed out. So it's a lot. So I've been spending maybe 2 days cutting everything up, and I have inked quite a bit and prepared pockets and everything. And yeah, it's been taking me a really long time because there's so much, and there's not just postmarked digital kits. There's a lot of different digital kits that I thought would work really well together. They're all Marlydesign's digital kits, and they're of course all linked down below the video. Now let me show you what I've been working on. So I took this book and it was completely dead. I mean, the cover was completely torn apart and it was all falling apart. So I took the thinnest and strongest paper I had and I repaired the cover. So I've just glued it on top. It's not going to stay like this, but I quite like this dark brown here that is very like old and grungy and all 100% natural, I'd say. So I'm really liking this, and I don't know what I'm going to put here. Maybe some textile, maybe some paper, I'm not sure yet. But inside, I want to do something a bit like this. And I've used some file folders and I've cut this, so you might see there's just a trifold like this. And then I've used all her background pages that I'm going to glue on top of each page, and then I use all the pockets that she has, and I made some of my own, and I just did this on my paper, used a pencil, traced it out, and then folded all the sides where they needed to be folded and cut everything where it needed to be cut. And this is exactly the same, so I can just put them like this, which is my favorite way of making pockets. Then I inked everything, which is taking me a while. And as you can see, it's not all glued yet. I'm just putting this paper tape in the meantime because it might move. I'm not really sure yet. I haven't glued this either. So here you can see my file folder, because I might need to make some holes or something in there. I don't know yet. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to glue all of these, because these I'm sure now. So these are all background papers that I've cut to size just a little bit smaller so that you can see the brown around. So I'm just going to glue all that. So for that, I'm going to use my PVA glue. Got a whole bottle here. I'm going to put a little bit of water, not too much. And I think I'm going to need quite a lot of glue. So I'll just put a lot of glue. There. Then let's grab some water. That should be enough. Mix it well. So I want my glue to be a little bit more runny and not too thick. I don't want to have like pockets of air or anything. So I'm just checking the consistency, and I want it a little bit more runny. Okay, and now I'm just going to use something at the bottom so that I don't kill my cutting mat. Oh, it's good when stuff is written on the piece of item that you don't remember the name of. And now I'm just going to glue. Of course, I need to be super careful with the placement. And I'm not yet sure what I'm going to put here, but we'll see about that later. Now let's put this one. All my backgrounds are now glued, and I want to add a little bit more grunge. So for that, I'm going to use my stencils and whatever this is called. And I need some texture paste. Of course, I don't have texture paste because I don't have any money. So I'm going to make my own. I'm going to grab some flour, some gesso. I'm using gesso, I don't know how it's called, just because I have a lot, and this is supposed to be white. It's not very white, it's mostly transparent, and I don't use it very often. So all you need is like paint. And I don't want my texture paste to be too white, so I'm going to use some acrylic with some color. Okay, let's see how this looks. Let's add a little bit more water. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue as well, just to make sure it doesn't come undone on my page. Okay, I'm quite liking this paste. This is looking great. I quite like the consistency. It's looking nice. Now, got a whole bunch of stencils. I don't use them very often, but I quite like them. So let's figure out stuff that would go well in like a folder for, you know, post and mail. Ooh, these little arrows would look great. Then I have quite a bunch of them that are just all about texture and like grunge, so I'm going to use probably a few of these. Postcard stuff, that's good. Alright, and now we need to figure out where we want this. So I could put it on some pockets. I think it would look nice on some pockets, like maybe something like this. So you don't need to take a lot. Just put it at the edge and grab it like this. And then there we go. We can go a bit farther. Remove the excess. If there's stuff you don't like, just remove it with your hand, and there we go. Now, this is not dry. You need to put it to dry, otherwise it's going to smudge, go everywhere, and you're going to hate yourself. So I'm just gonna put it over there, and maybe we could put something over here. Maybe this. Make sure that this doesn't touch anything. Always have a little cloth at hand. I have always some water. So I'm just gonna put some water. Remove this. I'm gonna clean this a little bit. Otherwise you might get some on your stuff. There we go. And now let's do this one. And of course, in terms of color, you can do any color you want. I could easily have used some blue. That would have been a great idea, actually. Didn't think about that, but that's okay. I think we're pretty good. That's okay. I'm going to remove the little bits that I don't like here. And here. But remember, I want grunge, so I don't really mind if there's little mistakes. There we go. It's looking great. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, now I'm going to leave this to dry before I work on the inside, otherwise it might get smudged. So we can do this part here. Start with this. I might have made a little bit too much texture paste, but you can keep it. If wherever you're holding it, like this, is airtight, you can keep it and use it later. Awesome. Then ooh, we could put some numbers. Are these? Maybe the big ones. The big ones look cool. Grunge. It's okay. But I will still remove a little bit the pieces that I don't like so much. Trying not to hit everything else. Something like this. And there. Awesome. To dry. Then over here would be really cool. Do you guys read a lot? I don't read so much because I don't have time, but I love reading. I love reading so much. And one of the problems that in France you don't find a lot of VO, like, well, English books written in English, because French people don't speak a lot of English. So it's a lot translated in French, and I'm not a fan. I mean, I like to read a book in its original language. So with my sister, we exchange a lot of books. Well, actually, she buys a lot of books and then she hands them to me. And I read a lot of books from my sister, and I love her for it. And we both love I love sci-fi, and she also loves like fantasy books, which I love as well. And I love Robin Hobb, Isaac Asimov, stuff like this. And she just passed on to me this, which is amazing. And I really want to get back to it, but I need to work on this. I'm really excited to work on this. Okay, maybe we could do this one over here. I'm trying not to smudge that in the process. So if you guys have any suggestions of books to read, I would love to hear it. Oh my god, it's looking so great. Okay, I can't do that, so I'm just gonna put all this to dry and be right back. Then let's keep going. I would like, oh, I stuck this bucket so we can go. I really like these little stars. Oh, here. Yep, fits perfectly. Awesome. The idea is to go in like one sweep. You know, just go like, you can go back, but don't go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Otherwise, the paint or the texture paste will just go underneath whatever you're doing, and it might just mess it all up. So the best is to go, you know, just go once or twice. Like this, there's less risk. And don't forget that, well, usually it's French that you want, so it's okay if you get French. Just embrace it. Okay, let's just do this one. And press down really strongly on this if you can. Like this, there's less risk of your paint going underneath. Then can we do something here? Maybe these rounds here. All right, and maybe something here. And of course, try not to move when you remove the stencil. I think that's probably one of the hardest things. Okay, now I'm going to put this outside to dry, and I'm lucky because it's really sunny and really hot, so it dries pretty quickly. Now that everything is dry, I want to grunge it up a little bit. So I might actually do more decorations, that's for sure. But I think these white little stencil marks are a bit too plain for my taste. So I'm going to grab my watercolors here, and I'm just gonna go over it. Very simple. And probably put some red. I think it would look nice here. There, maybe some blue. There. then we'll just decorate even further and it's going to look amazing. Here I'm going to put a little bit of this color. Like so. Maybe a bit of blue. And with the papers in the background, I think it looks just wonderful. I'm actually going to paint this because it feels a little bit plain with that white. Same here. And maybe a little bit more blue just to make it a little bit grayer. Less saturated. And well, we're going for grunge, right? So let's leave it something like this. Some red. And we can go over with our inks as well. So now this is fine. Then inside here, I love it like this. I think it pops out. It's beautiful. Love it. Now I'm just gonna go over this one. Feeling more like blue. Something like this. Okay, so this is finished. And the other side. I'm gonna go a little bit more brown for the coffee stain. I'm going to leave the little stars as they are, and this, I think, blue. Something like this. Okay, then we need to let this dry. Ooh, forgot this one. Oh, you can barely see this one. Guess I'll just go back with my ink, I think. Okay, this is done. Well, I think I'm going to stop the video here for now because I need to let this dry and it's a really long video already, I think. And I'm going to see you in the next video where we're going to prepare a little bit more of the pockets, I think. Maybe start decorating a little bit. But yeah, I'm really excited and excited to show you what's in store, like all the kits and the photographs and the fussy cutting and stuff. It's just so beautiful. I'm so excited to add it all onto this journal. Okay, see you soon in the next video. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the video, of course, and it really helps out my channel to get discovered if you share it with others and comment, and I love your comments and all this stuff. All right, see you in the next video. Bye.